Hi, ladies. Good morning. I'm coming to you in my new space in our house. And so I'm trying this out for the first time. So, so good morning. And I am coming to you for our 14th week in our focus journey. How one word a week will transform your life. So this week is choose. So how must he must increase, I must decrease. John 3:30. I remember I remember mornings in elementary school when the other head overhead, excuse me. I remember mornings in elementary school when the overhead speaker blared, "Have a good day, the choice is yours." As cheesy as it sounds, and as much as we rolled our eyes at the time, we can remember the impact, right? These four little words, the choice is yours, packed arguably the most powerful punch placed in our circle of control, that we choose how we speak, act, and responded each and every moment of our day. We always have a choice. It's the freedom of the gospel, the authority of our identity, and the grace we've been off afforded. We got to choose what favor Jesus. Sometimes we get caught up in justification, justifying our acts by logic or culture norm. However, in that, we forget that Jesus did not seek to make sense. He came to save a watching world. He came to change it, to breathe life into it, and to show a new way, a better way. In our culture, we tend to negate our own authority in an attempt to earn it before walking in it, or we delay making a choice but do not realize that our delay is the choice. Every moment we are either becoming more like or less like Jesus. How incredible is that? Because he lives in us, we have authority over what we decide and how we operate. We are able to experience a setback and still believe in victory. We are able to feel intense emotions in a moment, but make a decision based on truth. We are able to release what is not ours to carry and give it to Him instead. We are able to abandon the expectations and standards of the world and decide to live in pleasure, to live and live to. Where was I? We are able to release what is not ours to carry and give it to Him instead. We are able to abandon and experience expectations and standards of the world and decide to live to please our Maker. It really is possible. Is there a relationship, circumstance, or perspective where you are choosing what is comfortable over what is Christ-like? Maybe a little more kindness, less empathy, more courage, less fear, more grace, less judgment, more patient, less frustration, more gratitude, less entitlement, more confidence, less insecurity, more delight, less dread, more generosity, less selfishness, more peace, less worry, more humility, less pride, more focus, less distraction. It is always more of Jesus that changed the world. It is never because we are great or that we improve. It is because we surrendered, and He saves. We may commit to choosing more of Him. Focus tip. This week, focus on choosing His way over yours. When a decision needs to be made, remind yourself that you have a choice and then choose Him every time. No matter how appealing the other road may be, His way is always going to win. Today, I have given you a choice between life and death, between blessings and curses. Now I call on heaven and earth to witness the choice you make. Oh, that you would choose life, so that you and your descendants may live. Deuteronomy 30:19. My feet have closely followed His steps. I have kept in His way without turning aside. Job 23:11. You make known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand. Psalm 16:11. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. Matthew 7:13. Jesus, more of you, less of me. Amen. That is really good to I know that it's hard to do, but I think this journey is called focus. We need to, it all depends, choosing, what are we focused on? It helps us to choose. Obviously with our own strength, we can't do it. But if we focus on God can do things far more through us than we can on our own. So that's kind of where choosing to focus on God, who gives us the strength, rather than focusing on ourselves, who doesn't have the strength. So I think that's choosing is important. So in our journal, hopefully you have this journal to go through this with us. So choose where each road leads, or consider where each road leads. H, humble yourself at God's feet. O, order your priorities based on eternity. O, outbrave any fears with His promises. S, surrender to the road that leads to Jesus. E, excel God in everything you do. Our lives are built one thought at a time. Give yourself the time that this needs to soak in. So I'm looking forward to seeing how things will go out this week as you focus on your choices that you make and focusing on God. So I'll see you guys next week, and remember to infuse Christ into your daily life.